Well, how's everybody doing today? We are down here at the Gear Jammers garage again on this great long weekend, Easter long weekend. It's Friday. I am down here with my partner in crime, Mr. Stuart Adley. What are we doing today? Tell everybody what we're going to play with today right off the bat.
I'm putting the wheelie bars together right now. We're going to do the tranny, install the wheelie bars. There's some stuff underneath, some grounds to do. Probably check bolts while it's up in the hoist.
Yep. So just a bunch of things we got to play with today. But the tranny and that is basically what we have to do. Like I said, got to make sure we get that done. We can get it back on the ground, and like I said, maybe later on today or even tomorrow. It's hard to say. We'll see how time goes, but it is Easter long weekend after all. But we'd like to throw some power to it, just a booster pack, just to make sure that, like you said, the grounds are all good and wiring's all good. So that is the plan of attack for today. Unfortunately, Chewy can't make it for us this weekend. He's on call on this long weekend, so he's always with us in spirit. Love you, Chewy. We'll see you soon. But he and Stuart were out here on Tuesday. They actually got a few things accomplished. They got the seat belts in for them, so that's awesome. So that's one thing we didn't have to worry about. And they buttoned up a couple other things. So he informed me there's a few things that still need to be tacked up and welded and what have you. But again, we'll cross that bridge. But so we're going to pull the cover off. We're going to get her up on the hoist, and we're going to get at her. So again, thanks everybody for joining us. Appreciate it. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell. And again, thanks everybody for, we appreciate everybody following the build. We're just about there. Maybe not this video we got going now, but maybe the next video we'll be able to hear some noise. So, crossing our fingers. May 6th is approaching fast. So like I said, they got the seat belts in. Let's check it out. Look at that. Good job, guys. Awesome. Great job. Look at that. Really coming together. So, yes, sir. Maybe we'll fix onto those zoot fasteners on the passenger side that still needs to be fixed as well. This bottom one down here, it still needs to be drilled on the backside. We have the bracket, remember, back inside of there. I just need to match up the hole now and drill it, put the spring in, and she'll be good to go. So let's get her up on the hoist. All right, so we've trannies on the floor, ready to go up on the stand. We have all the bolts out of the housing. We got it all cleaned up, scraped off, buffed off. We got the flywheel all done. We checked the bolts, make sure everything was fine. Mid-plate bolts are fine. Stewie just wired up the heat shield on the starter and wiping off a few things. He's getting that done. He's got yeah, I know, eh?
I guess from the heat, because it's like a diaper.
Well, yeah, it's a fibrous material, right? Like a Kevlar almost. So yes, sir. So here we have, like I said, we will be back under here as soon as we get the tranny done. He was checking the bolts earlier to make sure spacing was okay for the wheelie bars. Seems to be awesome. So we're gonna get back in here and check that. Upon further investigation of this sound that we heard in here way back in a video, I think it's just the movement in the heim joint. I don't think it's the bolt.
I asked Tom about
so
it. Tom said, yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, I don't think it is either.
There's nothing in there.
No. So we're like I said, we're just gonna go over everything anyway. We're just gonna check everything. And yeah, you can see some of the damaged work and stuff back here, and yeah, it just it looks really nice, the hell of it, I'll tell you. But we'll clean her all up, make it look pretty, and we'll be back here shortly. We got a fellow St. Thomas drag race aficionado down here at the Gear Jammers garage today. Everybody knows who you are. Tell them who you are, Mikey.
I'm Mikey.
Mikey's the one that runs all the mud bogs and everything else and that down at St. Thomas Dragway. He also, when he's not doing that, he's on the on the racetrack. He either doing the burnout box or doing whatever else he has to do down there. But he's come out to give us a hand today. So that's awesome. Your truck's coming along, mister. That's awesome.
It is.
So
It's right around the corner, man.
I know, man. I can't wait. I'm going to go out this week. It looks really nice. So I'm going to get that drone footage for Jarrett and that. And I'm going to go down and check out what you guys have been playing with. And yeah, so what do you think so far, mister?
It looks good.
Not bad, eh? Almost looks like a race car again.
It does. Yeah, almost like the last time I seen it at the track.
Yeah, so we're just going to throw tranny and get the rest of the dry train put in just now and
nice.
Button up a bunch of things underneath and just you know.
It's hard to see all kinds of sparkles in there.
Yeah.
You put some fucking light on it, man. And
Oh yeah,
she said once she cuts it and buffs it, she's coming next weekend.
Nice.
With the bumpers and
look at like if you get close enough.
Wow.
Like it really is super shiny and super sparkly. Like it's an awesome job. She did amazing for what we gave her. Man, it was not a pretty car. I mean, when we went and picked it up, I said to her, so we gave you basically like the dog's breakfast, and she goes, it wasn't pretty. And I said, no, and we told you that in the beginning, but
everything out needs a paint job. So
wow,
yeah,
I mean, you know, again, it's really coming along really well. Like I said, all the trim and everything else, it's amazing on how well it's all come together, Mike. It's just, you know, and again, with the help of everybody, you know, we're going to put the wheelie bars on it this afternoon too and get that done. And, yeah, see what we can get done in here just while it's up here. Rob's got to bring his truck in. It needs a little bit of work, so we're just going to steal the time on the hoist today. And when we're done tomorrow, we'll do some more, you know, messing around with other things. Obviously, I got to build a mock-up trans tunnel and everything else, so I'll probably do that tomorrow. We want to get some power to it, make sure that, you know, everything turns over. We want to run the valves. We got to change oil, add fluids.
List goes on and on. I hear
it does, brother. You know what I mean? But
I built the car.
Yeah. So
you know, it's funny. I watch a lot of these drive by, and I never get to see what's under them or in them. Eh? You see them go by, you hear it, and you go, "Fuck yeah!" You know.
Yeah, but you never see all the workings and everything underneath one of these older cars. You know, and that's the thing. The car was built so many years ago, and the technology and everything, and it still works to this day. Like, just goes to show you really don't need all the high tech stuff to really, you know, make a car work.
When I took it to FJ Smith, when I first got the car there, like 3 years ago or whatever, to take him to do the front end work, right?
Yep.
To get stronger and stuff and do whatever he needed to do. He said he was amazed. He said that when this car was built, it was way above
its time. Like, yeah, it was way before its time. Yeah, a lot of the technology, like even back in here, if you look, you can see how they actually reinforced and braced the end link.
Yeah, they did.
So it didn't actually pull itself out of the rods and stuff. Like, I mean, all that kind of technology, you know, you normally wouldn't see that kind of stuff back then. You see it now, but you wouldn't see it back then. But
going fast is not a new concept, man.
It sure is not, my friend. It sure is not. But
anybody can go buy it. Let's see you build it.
Well, I've seen a lot of people that have built it and bought it, and I still want to see it get behind the wheel and have at it because it still takes a bunch of cojones to do that. Either way you slice it. So,
Bill Udy, the guy that built it, and that he was a Chrysler engineer.
Oh, really? Eh?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. He's down in Florida now. He's a specialty low power guy that does Hemis and stuff. And actually, there was a Hemi in this. So the second owners put a Hemi in it and ran it, and then they had some ideal they were going to turn it into a top sportsman car. Nice. They put a Hemi in it, and I think it went 780s, 790s, and they said not in this chassis. Yeah. So they bought a Cuda as a top sportsman car, and that's how this came to be for sale.
Nice. That's a cool story, though. That is.
But yeah, to go 780s in this,
I hear you. The fastest I ever gone was 13.8. So you know what I mean? That was my own car, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I've run high nines, low tens on my bike back years and years ago. But
you guys are crazy.
Yeah, it takes some cojones. But you know, when we get tetanus done, it should be a low 9.
Oh yeah.
So
I've got
9.0.
I got 920 at 144 with a 60 foot of 123 so far.
See, that's the bracket up there. That's for the seatbelt you had to finish in there.
I've gone a 576.
Wow.
So
Bike guys, man, they take the cake. Like those
Yeah,
guys,
bike.
I'm surprised some of them don't got a tail.
Well, I just watched on YouTube the other day, Cycle Drags. Buddy was doing a thing with the Top Fuel drag bikes, and there's only a handful of guys that do this, but Larry does it, and the Spider-Man, and he broke his own record or something. He's like 260 something or whatever miles an hour on these things. I'm like, just, you know, the front tire lifts off the ground at the starting line, and at about 1,000 foot, it touches the ground, and a little puff of smoke comes off of it. And you're like, are you insane, dude? Like,
Especially the guys that run like the Top Fuel.
Well, that's what I mean. That's what these guys are. And the funny part is, if you watch these videos, there's like 4 of them that are like in their 70s.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that run these things. Like, not only are they, you know, they got balls the size of, you know, bowling balls, but like, you know, these guys are old as dirt and they're still giving it. It's like, Jesus H.
That's how you can tell it's a lifelong addiction.
Oh, yeah, dude. I mean, for sure. I mean, nitro gets in your blood and it's like, it's all done. It's crazy. It's like, when I went to Toronto last year for the Nitro Nationals and that, I mean, you know, the videos are cool and everything else, but realistically, you got to go and experience it for yourself. The smell, the noise, the everything, because it's just incredible. It's amazing to hear 11,000 horsepower. Like, it's almost not even comprehensible, but to listen to it is incredible. So
No, I got you there. Last year I was lucky enough to go to Grand Bend for, I forget what event they were running.
that was a Summer Nationals or something like that. Didn't have the Pro Mods and all that up there. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I was lucky enough to stand out the start line between 2 jet dragsters. Oh, it was just wild. You're too busy holding your ears, holding your hat, curled up in a ball at the start line, you know.
Well, this year with the GoPros and stuff, man, I'm really hoping to get inside of Russ and the Hellfire and see what he actually does for his passes. That would be really cool to bring that to the public, you know what I mean? And see what he actually does and what button he pushes and how he actually runs that thing. So there's that, and of course maybe we'll strap one in with Neil too, and on the Northern Warrior and the Jet Dragster, and we'll, you know, a lot of cars. There's a lot of, you know, even Friday night test and tune cars. You know, we have Dale, we have Vic, and we have Tom, and all those guys that run really quick cars, and it'd be really neat to see what they do in those things, right? A handful of Teslas and stuff. Let people know what it's like to hang out in a Tesla. If you're not familiar with that, go back out and check my ride with a Tesla. I went in a Plaid. Oh my God, it was just retarded. So it's all I can say, guys. I'm a gas head and I love race cars, but my God, it was like a full-size slot car. It was insanity at its finest. That's all I have to say. So anyway, we're going to have at it. Mikey's going to give us a hand here, and we're going to throw this tranny in. So we'll be right back shortly. Okay, we've been hard at it. We'll go start at the back of the train here. Okay. So we got the wheelie bars. Bottom's in. The top bars, okay, they're over here. I'll give the quick little reference here. So what happens with the top bars is they have to be cut. So they go up to the top, as you can see. There's a bracket up there. Wait a minute, right there. And then they go in the backside. But they are a few inches too long. But we can't do anything about adjusting wise or anything until we actually get the car on the ground, because of the angle that the car sits. It sits like really, well, I guess like that. It sits like really, you know, on an angle. And the wheelie bars sit really kind of, it's a weird angle they sit at. But so we're going to get it on the ground. But right now, we are getting the torque converter in. You got one in already there, sir? Good stuff. Nice and tight, good to go? Or you just got them in loose right now so we can get the bolts in? Yep. The other one's coming around. Keep going. You see here, there's actually, where they go in, there's a spacer, each one of these, and they've been machined. You can see here, there's a machined edge lip on it. See that? That goes up against the flywheel. Each one has to be a certain way, so that's what he's doing right now. He needs to come over a tad bit more still. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Keep going. You got about a good inch and a half. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. I can't get my finger to the hole yet. Yeah. One more. Give it one more little if you can on there.
Get on there.
That should do it. So what we did anyway, well, I got it up here. I just went through every joint, every nut, bolt, washer, everything, checked everything. Just made sure everything was tight. The safety hoop was tight. The end retainer caps were tight. Everything's tight. So, yeah, so everything from the transmission bell housing back right now is tight. All the cross members, everything, 100%. We're just going to do the torque converter, and then we're going to pull the pan off of the bottom so that we can get that drilled, and then we'll probably set the car down. But stick with us. So we did, I think I may have mentioned it earlier, but I wasn't 100% sure, but we had a electrical sensor for tranny temp. Now we put in a mechanical, so we had a drill, tap hole. We're good to go. Converters all in, bolted up. Everything from basically, well, everything underneath the car is tight. Suspension wise, I earlier stated I did the back half of the car, front half of the car is done now, racks completely done, steering linkages, everything. The cover is on the starter. The transmission cooler lines are attached, as you can see, up in there. So we just have the connections to make, obviously, for the trans brake, which is right here. So we need to put some ends on that, run the wiring through. We have the bracket for the shifter, and the last thing will be to run that sensor all the way back over, come back through the firewall up in here, and we'll bring it back down around away from the header.
There, it's away from the header.
It's away now. There we go.
You got a space.
Yeah. And like I said to you before, if we had to, we can come in here and notch that even a little bit too, just allow us to have a little bit more in that engine plate. It's not, it won't be structural, so.
It never leaked before, so.
No, but it probably made it pretty hot.
Yeah.
So, all right, so that's gonna do it. We're gonna drop it on the floor, on the ground. Then we're going to come back. Like I said, we have to. I'll show you when we get it on the ground. But it's the wheelie bars now. We just need to be able to cut that and everything else. But Rob needs to get the truck in here. His wheels are under the weather, so to speak. So we're gonna bring it back over to the other side and finish it off. I'm not making any Mopar comments because that's what we're working on. So it just is what it is. Not going there, but he's not wrong. Yeah, see, I'm a Chevy guy, so I really have to watch what I say in the Mopar shop because, like, yeah, I could get hurt. So, but I have street cred because I helped Stuart build his Mopar back to normal, so I should have some street cred somewhere. So hopefully that applies somewhere.
The Dodge gods are whispering.
Well, be nice to him. Be nice. He worked on a Mopar.
You have to put this back up on the hoist. I can tell you that because I have a diaper to go on.
Oh yeah. Well, that's not. It's not going to go on. Like I said, we have a couple of weeks before we need to get back under it again. But we got a lot of things above we got to get done now. But that's awesome. I can't wait till we get it down. Hey, this is your gig. You want to drop it? There's such a. Why is that one wheel look like it's got a crap load of camber in it? Like, I mean.
Yeah, but if they go on, once it gets down on the ground.
Oh, it does actually straighten itself up.
Yeah.
Might as well get it till it touches the tires. Because we got to check the wheelie bar for length and all that. So, yeah, keep dropping the front. Yeah, right. That should be it about there. All right, so what we're doing, like I said earlier, is we got the bars underneath. So you can see up there in the one joint.
The wheelie bar is actually a good movement from the ground to the wheelie bar here.
Yeah.
It's 6 inches. That's the standard they say to go by.
Okay.
So.
All right, so I've got an idea. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's pretty much going to bring an end for today. But tranny's in. we'll be here tomorrow to finish up the wheelie bars. Just got to weld the ends in. When they're done, it's over. We will bring some Bristol board with us and mock up a trans tunnel. And we will check for electrical. And we're going to add some fluids tomorrow too. Might as well add some training fluids, whatever. And yeah, that's about, I've got a sensor up too for a temp sensor tranny. And again, everything should come to life. This little high-tech board of his there should tell us if he's, now, I'm going to say this on camera too, should tell us whether or not Stuart has got all of his wires hooked up, because I didn't touch one. So, I'm just saying.
Last time I did it, it worked.
Okay, well, like I said, I'm sure it will, but I just say it. There's no blame game here, so.
Blame game?
I guarantee it's going to work come first day of the track. I guarantee.
We will have this thing up on the trans brake in this garage way before then.
Can't wait to see that one.
Yeah, we will definitely have that, hopefully next weekend. So, anyway, guys, like in usual, it's going to be a 2-second delay, and then we will be right back. It'll be Saturday. So, thanks again for joining us, guys. Definitely appreciate it. All right, well, it's been a whole 30 seconds for you guys, and it's been a couple hours for us. We are down here again at the Gear Jammers garage. We have Stuart back here. He is working on, it looks like his fan for the inside there. So, yeah, so he's working on that. This around, I'll give you a little show, upgrade. So, yep, got that in there. We're going to put the bar in there for him too. Right now, I am going to pull the wheelie bars, the little brackets, the bunks on the axle. I'm going to weld them into the end of the top tubes here, like that. We're going to get those welded in the ends, get the wheelie bars so that they are just done and out of the way. So that is the plan of attack for right off the bat. I do have my booster pack with us, which means we will be putting power to this if we can. We're going to go over real quick and just, like I said, check, make sure everything's all grounded and what have you. We did a lot of that yesterday when we had the car up on the hoist. So anyway, guys, again, happy Easter. Thanks for sticking with us. And we'll show you a little bit of progress. If I can get the wheelie bars done and that half decent today, I really wouldn't even mind starting the windshield. So that'd just be something that I'd like to get done, because then we can get the trim on and everything and just get that done. So stick with us today, guys. We'll be right back. So what we did so far, anyways, we fixed the strap for the door. So now the door's not going to fling open and do silly things. The other side too as well. We got the fan bracket made up. Back here, I'll show you. We're working on the ground system today. We won't probably get at putting power to it till tomorrow, but we have the loops here that got to come off, obviously, to the shutoff in the back, and then we have the alternative powering source to charge, which is here. So we got to get hardware for all that still. Your secondary loop for the 2 batteries, and then so at least that's what the schematic shows us here anyway. That's what it says. Yes, sir. We're going to clean out some more of this stuff. We got a couple of wires that we need to, they're all pretty much good to go. Tail lights and stuff, but so we're going to have at it. We're looking at it. Stewie's under there right now. He's looking at the grounding systems and everything else. We still have the trans brake has to be attached to the box, and then the wiring from the box to the trans brake. So that has to get done, so we can at least test that as well. So we're getting there. We'll get her figured out slowly but surely. And Rob, he's working on his poor truck over there. Number 5 cylinders, pretty much dead. So yeah, it is what it is. I'm gonna pull the valve cover off and check it out. So, but we got the wheelie bars in too. Oh, I don't know if I showed you that, but they're all secured in there now. We got all the bungs welded and what have you. So, yeah, they're good to go. So we can play with those and do what we need to do with these now. Adjustable wise, up and down. So, yeah, very, very impressed. Everything's turned out very well. I like the fact of how they look and how they're working. Get them up in the air a little bit more here. There we go. I'll get them up a little farther. So there, that's a little nicer. But yeah, so like I said, they're all welded. They're all done. Everything's secure. Pretty solid under there now. So yeah.
It should be 6 inches.
Yeah, well, like I said, I just adjust them for now, but we'll get about 6 inches out the ground. Again, we don't know what the air pressure is in the tires yet. We haven't even checked any of that. So, but yeah, we're still having that. Thanks for sticking with us. All right, so you feel comfortable back in your spot, buddy, or what?
Yeah, this feels good.
So what we're working on right now is we're just getting the chute lever. So he's just mocking it up to make sure that it's in a half decent spot for him. And
I can actually come back here further.
Yeah, but is that angle and everything right? And
yeah,
if that's
because
good,
you can go backwards or forwards. I'll go forwards.
Right.
To pull the chute.
So if that angle on the bar is right for you, like from here to here,
right here is good.
Okay, leave it right there. I'll mark it. All right, so that's what we're working on. So yeah, he's been playing with some wiring too. But yeah, I'm going to try to get that bar in there so we can get the chute and everything, get the cable all run back there. But yeah, that's what we're doing. And I keep making him get in and out of his race car. He's like, I gotta get back in it again. I said, yeah, well, I said he's been moping for a year. He needs to learn how to get back in and out of his car. So anyway, we'll be right back. All right, so just going to bring it close to our Saturday on the Easter long weekend. Again, thanks for everybody for joining us so far. We've accomplished quite a bit today, believe it or not. It's hard to see sometimes when you see what we're doing, but yeah, we really have a lot of things done. We've got the wiring figured out in the back. We just need to get a couple of bolts and some things. We have Stuart's got the trans brake semi ready to go. Wiring had to go into the box, so that's good to go. We have the bracket and everything made for the chute lever. That's just got to be welded in after he paints that. He's going to pull that out and paint that right now before we go. It's still in there. So then we will be able to bring the cable through the backside. There's a hole, and where it needs to go back out in the back, obviously, for the parachute. So if everything goes great tomorrow, we should be back, and we should be able to install the parachute, get the cable in, get all that done, and the lever, not the chute itself. We're still waiting for the bumper. We should be able to get some more wiring with the trans brake and the rest of the dash, fix the dash up, get it done. And if there's enough hours in the day, maybe we'll start putting the window in. So, again, thanks, guys, for joining us. We will see you very shortly. And again, another 2 seconds for you guys and another 24 hours for us. But, again, happy Easter, and thanks for watching, guys. Anyway, like I was saying, there he is, the man, the myth, the legend, the Chewy Meister. So, yeah, like I was saying earlier, he's on call. That's why he can't be here. I showed you the logo on the side of his wheels. So, give a little shout out to those guys. And I was just telling everybody that's why you can't make it out every chance. So, it's Pete's Towing.
Dino's who I work for.
Yep.
We also have Northside Towing.
Yep, exactly. So if you ever need anything like that, give him a call. There's also another buddy of mine too who does towing around here too. His name's Dougie Medlin. He does stuff like that too and whatever. But we're all just one big happy family in this little city. But that's what I was saying. So is that what you want me to take out and take the rods with me then?
Yeah, I need this fitting here is actually smaller than that.
So you need a brake line fitting that'll fit that.
And that line, which I'm pretty sure is 1/4 inch. If you take a look there.
It'll be 2 different size.
Yeah, this is the one that won't go in.
Right.
Too big.
Yep.
To go in there, so I need a smaller fitting than this.
So you've got one for here.
That one fits, no problem.
You just need one that fits into here with that size line.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's the bigger line. So all right, good enough. All right, I will. I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna grab myself a Java. I'm gonna head out there and play. We got the bars in and welded and done and everything yesterday. What else did we play with yesterday? Oh crap! Just
cover. You get the cushion for his seat in.
He got the cushion in for his seat. He got the trans brake wired to the box. I played with. I fixed the strap on the passenger door. Just little. I just went around and played with a whole bunch of little things yesterday. Did
you get the hole into the driver's window?
No, we didn't put the hole in the driver's window yet. We may start prepping for the front window today. We're going to check on the power too as well. We're working on that. That was what we were finishing up yesterday. I got the bar made and cut and painted, and the lever for the parachute attached to it. I just got to attach the bar to the actual roll cage today. So, yeah, so we're getting there, dude. So, like I said, one day this week we'll head out. And
it'll probably be like Tuesday or something, I'm thinking.
Yeah, because I figure we'll get a bunch of things done maybe one day this week, and that way there when Alicia shows up, hopefully Saturday, we can, I'd like to be able to have her polish and stuff while we kind of, fix a handful of things, mess around. But I'd really like, while everybody's there, I'd really like to fire it up while everybody's all there.
Yeah, I want to be there for the fire.
So, you know what I mean? Because I'd like to do it on the Saturday if possible, because I really wouldn't mind going to the Heritage Museum there on the Sunday. So
yeah, that's what we're planning, Saturday afternoon, because Saturday morning's kind of booked, but Saturday afternoon we'll be out there to work on the car.
Yeah, so that's what I mean. And Alicia's going to be out there anyway, polishing and everything. We're not going to really be able to do anything while she's doing that, right? But we still got to change the fluids and stuff like that, and add fluids to tranny, stuff like that. So we'll do that probably, Tuesday or whatever we go out this week.
Give it a few hand cranks over.
Well, we want to run the lash on the valves too, just to check, and then we'll throw some fuel in it, and once we get some power, make sure the pump comes on, all that kind of stuff, and then we'll rinse the lines out, and we should be able to bark it. So
yeah, make sure the electrical's all.
Well, we're gonna maybe I got my booster pack out there too. We're gonna maybe throw that in there today and just see if all the lights and everything come on and everything works, and the trans brake button clicks and that kind of stuff, and then we'll be good to go. So he had a couple of grounds he was working on too yesterday, below the pasture door, the A-pillar, and that there was a couple underneath. He said it had to be attached. So anyway, brother, I will grab that, and I will see you one day this week. We will all see you one day this week.
Yeah, I will be out there.
All right, man. Well, you have yourself a good day. Happy Easter, my friend.
Happy Easter to you guys too.
And we'll see you soon.
We'll see you soon.
All right, everybody, we're back. Happy Easter. It's Sunday. We've got a few parts outside, but this is basically the first time we've seen this in the sun, and I hope it does some justice. But look at that. So it's the first time we've seen it sparkling in the sun. Look at the fender. Look at the fender. Like it's incredible. And this is now, guys, this is before it's been polished, cut, anything. Like all we've done is manhandled this. Wait till it's actually clean, and Alicia works her magic. And next weekend it's supposed to be hot and sunny, so it'll be. Oh, I know. So I just can't wait. I'm so excited. But look at that, and the color gets. It's darker when you get to the edges, and then it lightens up when you get to the top. Like look down the center here, you can see where it gets darker and then lighter and then darker, and like it's such a. It almost shifts darker to light. Like so, you walk like this and it's super red. And you walk like this, even in the sun, and it's so dark, but then all of a sudden the sparkle just flings right at you, and you come back this way, and the sparkle almost disappears and turns into a purpley color. It's weird when you look at it. Like, you're seeing it. Look at that. That's neat. All right, he's in there. He's been playing and pulling his wires and getting his wires and looming his wires, zip tying his wires. He's found his wire. So what we did anyway is we came in the back and we just put a couple of tabs and stuff down here to hold the wires in place along the back for the tail lights and that. There was one piece right back here that wasn't installed, so we got that riveted in. I'm just going to find a piece of some hose, so I can actually make a grommet around the hole. And then I have to finish welding the...
Put it in the wrong hole.
Oh, see, put it in the wrong hole. And you can leave a comment if you want at the bottom of the video about that. But so we got the fan up there. We have the chute lever brace and lever installed. So actually he could probably start when he's done playing with the wiring he's doing now. He could probably start running the wire for the parachute. So, and that's simple. It just goes back through zip ties and goes back through a hole in the back quarter. So, and I've also got, I guess I should use proper language. I also have, we have the overflow container for the transmission. I am going to get that mounted right back up in here. Almost just like that right there, welded, and get the hose attached to it, and we are going to be on our way. The hose goes in the top.
Midget.
Sorry?
I'd like to be a midget.
Well, I like to be rich, but we all don't get what we want. I don't see anything in the future.
Oh my God. We're going to race car. It'll be fun, Daisy.
Well, no, nobody ever said working on them was fun. Driving them is a blast. Working on them is a drag. No pun intended. Anyway, hey, with us, we're still having fun.
I said, somebody will have to hold this, right?
Yeah.
And then, because this is at the end, so if we go maybe even an inch to get it back here.
Yeah. All we gotta do is we'll just trim this off,
Yeah.
right, and make another hole, and drop it, and we'll just keep dropping holes until we have enough that we can get this in with at least an inch or, of some play, like, or an inch of movement.
Yeah. So that takes care of. Tie wraps are all done.
Yep.
Everything's run at the front of the motor.
The overflow is in and zip tied and done and welded in for the transmission overflow. That's done. He has the wire in for the temp sensor, for the transmission temp sensor is in. It's all in there. We have everything zip tied and done. He also, in here, he has accomplished the trans brake. He's got that wired into the box.
The wires are right there.
Yeah. And we finally got this in, cables in, but I will be back. I'm going to build a bracket to secure that, come off of here and secure that, because zip ties just don't do it for me. That, and we also welded in the bracket for that this morning, and we welded in his fan for him, so he stays nice and cool. We put the
dash is all buttoned up.
Yeah, he spent a lot of time under the dash today, just getting zip ties and making sure everything was good. I put the deck on the back, but in the back I put some hoses around the cables leading through the pans so that they don't chafe. So we did a little bit of that. We'll get under there and show you right in there. You can see around the red wire. So we got that done, and grounds are all run. We should be back out on Tuesday. Looks like Chewy's going to be with us.
We can put the window in.
We'll be able to get the front window in. I'll have that bracket for the parachute. We'll have everything. Well, really, you need to bring fluids if you can, because we need to put training fluids in. We need to do an oil change. We need to do all that kind of stuff. But really, when Alicia shows up on the weekend, we should be able to put fire to this thing and fire it up, because we are that close now. So there's a couple of zoot fasteners. I still have to finish the one on the pasture side at the bottom. Just drill the hole and do that. The fastener's on the clip. He was finishing up some painting here on the lettering, but like I said, this one down here, it just needs to be drilled. I need to mark it and then just drill the hole. And once that's done, then I'll be fine. Then I'll clip the front end. That's not a problem. We still have to deal with the front issue. I think we're going to end up bringing it up, but we'll cross that bridge. But we'll get the rest of the trim on too.
I'm not worried about it.
Well, once we get the window in, we'll get the rest of the trim on and everything, and it'll look more like a race car. So anyway, guys, that's going to do it for another long weekend. Happy Easter to everybody. I hope you had yourselves a great long weekend. Try not to work too hard as you go back to work next week.
That's for the lights.
For the headlights, yeah. And then again, we'll try. If we're only out for one day this week on Tuesday, I'll just shoot up a short video like Tuesday night or something for you guys. Let us know, show you what we did Tuesday night. But we will be back, and on the weekend, like I said, Alicia will be down here to do what she needs to do. So it is amazing. It is the sparkle out there. This is the first time we've had it in the sun, eh? So we've never seen it like that. So I hope the camera kind of picks it up, but yeah, we've never seen it in the sun. It's always been cloudy or dismal or in a shop. We've never. And guys, you're looking at right now, it hasn't been touched. Either like there's an inch of dust on it. It hasn't been polished or cut or anything. So it's just wait till you see it when it's all all been done. So anyway, guys, hit that thumbs up, hit that notification bell. You won't miss any new videos that happen. Thanks everybody. Love you all. Peace. We'll see you in the next video. Bye for now, guys.